Hello, I'm Lisa Speaker, and this is day 25 of our 30-day challenge. Today we're going to talk about letters of supplemental authority. So a lot of times after you finish a brief, you might be waiting for oral argument to be scheduled, and if a binding precedent is issued by the Court of Appeals or the Michigan Supreme Court, you have an opportunity to send a letter to the Court of Appeals telling the court about that new case that has come out. Now, the key is that it is only for published authority. So it would have to be a published opinion of the Michigan Court of Appeals or some sort of order or opinion from the Michigan Supreme Court, something that would have binding effect on the Court of Appeals. Now, for example, we recently had a case where a new published case came out, but on the topic, kind of in the general broad area of the practice that we were doing the appeal in, but we didn't think the case was relevant. And then the other side did a letter of supplemental authority on that case. And so what our response was to do our own letter of supplemental authority, where we basically spent our one-page letter distinguishing that case to explain why it was factually different. The other thing to remember is that if it's an unpublished opinion of the Court of Appeals, first of all, the Court of Appeals doesn't really care to hear about unpublished opinions except in exceptional cases. But if it's unpublished, you cannot do a letter of supplemental authority. Your only option at that point is to do a motion for leave to file a letter. And we have done that, I think, once before, and it was granted. And so we did like a 5-page motion explaining why this particular unpublished opinion was helpful to the panel. The motion was granted, and then upon granting the motion, the Court of Appeals gave us permission to file that one-page letter regarding that unpublished opinion. So that's the basic procedure for doing a letter of supplemental authority if something of value comes out while you're waiting for oral argument to be scheduled. Thank you.